Hello, and welcome to the Postal Pleasures channel. Today we're going to take a look at some stamps from British Guiana. This is another one of the bags from within one of the 4 bags I got at Goodwill recently. Let's dig in and see what we find from British Guiana. By the way, if I find anything interesting after when I'm researching these, I will put details in the details section of the video on YouTube. I do what I can to put as much detail in there as possible, so take a look if you're interested. Okay, set the bag out of the way. Stamps are in frame. There's quite a bit of stamps here. I would say 40 approaching 50 maybe, if I had to guess. This first one here is a Queen Elizabeth GPO Georgetown. So G, I don't know what G stands for, but I'm guessing PO is a General Post Office maybe, I don't know. I'll do this other large one. I think this is the coronation issue from Queen Victoria. Yes, it is. You're going to see that one a lot on different colors in many different British colonies, if you will. So, let's see. Looks like we have one of the ship stamps used as a revenue with a revenue cancel. When you see signature and date, that's usually indicative of a revenue cancel. And I use the term usually. I think it probably always is. And here's another nice ship, a 2 cent. So two 2-cent ones here. But this one with a circular date stamp. A little light. I don't know that I'll be able to read anything there. And then we have our lovely pen cancel. In this case, it's almost like a wax or a crayon. Still nice to have, though. The older the stamp gets, the less picky I am about its condition, I guess. Not that I have a choice, you know. It is what it is. Now, this is interesting. This appears to have a pen and date cancel as well. It is a postage and revenue stamp, so it could have been revenue use as well. Very interesting, and that it seems to be a person fishing with a bow and arrow is the subject matter. And I'm going to jump because I have the same one here again. This time the color is slightly different. It's almost a little violet or red in this color, so maybe they're different stamps. Again, I'm not an expert on British Guiana. I'll have to look those up after the fact. But both the same denomination and same image. Here we have plowing a rice field, and I've just seen this stamp recently in one of my other videos that wasn't so focused on British Guiana. I think it was a worldwide one. Still a nice subject matter, a nice picture. And this one looks to be another of the same stamp, this time with a circular date stamp. I'm going to look at this last one again. Was this mint? It was mint with a hinge remnant. And then this one's used. Here we have another ship stamp, this time a 1 cent. Nice light like aqua green blue. And another of this series with the ship and the king. Now this one's interesting. This is a punch cancel with a circular date stamp. In some countries this would be for like communications or telegraph use. We'll have to look up and see whether that's a thing here in British Guiana. But something to look out for. Here we have another plowing the rice fields. I'm going to assume that's about the same. Not quite as nice of a cancel. Blurry. And here we have a map stamp of British Guiana where it sits within South America. 4 cents. Very nice. Let's start that one up there. And here we have a 6 cent of the same image here. Put that there. Just move these over a little bit. Here we have what looks to be a royal wedding issue from 1937. Nice spot on the nose cancel. Can I read more of that? Not without taking it out of frame, but it's really, really nicely canceled. Here we have Couture Falls. I could be pronouncing that incorrectly. hard for me to read at this distance. But a nice waterfall stamp. It's got the same frame and style as this group, so I'll keep this vertical group going. Here's another signed stamp. So I'm going to assume revenue usage as well, even though this one's not marked for revenue usage. And this appears to be the same stamp here as this last one, so I'll stack those. And another plowing the fields, canceled. What's nice here is I'll note, because of the coloring here and the lighting, we can see the crown watermark on the back. I can't tell you what number watermark this is, and actually different catalogs will number the watermarks differently, but just a good example of a watermark while it's on my desk. And it's another 6 cent of the bow fishing. Here's a nice 12 cent. We're getting into some higher denominations. You know, I said it was nice. It's got some condition issues. We're missing the corner. Looks like we might still have some paper on the back. We have some staining, which is most likely water damage there in the top corner. This one's in rough shape. We see it's got a notation of 215 there. It might be a catalog number. But you know what? I doubt I have this stamp, so it's going to go in my collection until I have a better one. And here's a nice Universal Postal Union, British Guiana. I have seen this before, so the image at least. This may be one of those ones that appears in multiple countries. So we'll have to take a look. I'll put that there as well. And here is another coronation issue. Let's see, we don't have one out here yet. We see a lot of these low. I'm going to put it down a little lower because we might have one that's higher, a lower denomination than 3 cents. Generally, where there's one of those, there's more of them. And another one of the map stamp. Ooh, I like the look of this one. So it is filling Greenheart. So Greenheart would be a type of wood, although, and I consider myself a little bit of a woodworking hobbyist, if you will, and I've not heard of Greenheart. So interesting. Hopefully it's still around. So 12 cents filling Greenheart. And another one. This one is a different denomination, though. So I'm going to leave this here for now. We might have to move it when we get more of those. In fact, you know what? I will move it because I know we will need to. But another bow fishing, but a different denomination. This one looks like, well, I was going to say an airmail because I see an airplane there. Universal Postal Union. Not sure whether it's an airmail or not. I don't see anything other than the airplane that indicates that it is. But I'll add this next to the other Universal Postal Union. Here's one of similar size. Yep, another Universal Postal Union. So here we have a 24 cent. Nice, again, higher denomination for the year, at least was my guess. Got a little bit of corner damage, but otherwise a fun stamp, which I'm pretty sure I don't have. Let's see, we're going to have another one. We are. Another UPU, 12 cent in this case. Looks like some kind of mythical figure delivering mail across the globe. Maybe somebody can tell me who that might be. I mean, is it Mercury, maybe? Is that winged helmet? Probably Mercury. And, yeah, Mercury here as well. And I don't think I see a person or god on that one. Here we have an 8 cent, really nice. Looks like a crane. So it's a sugarcane entering a factory. Nice crisp white. I mean, that blue and white together is really high contrast. I'm going to slide this one here. Another good example of a watermark. Now this one's actually in what I think the U.S. name for this would be a crystal mount. I don't know if they're still around or whether that's the only company that makes the style mount. Hopefully it's not too much glare on the screen. Sometimes when they're in a mount there is. British Guiana, 2 cent. Botanical Gardens. Wonderful. Used. Here's one marked 206 on the back by a previous owner. Not a giant fan of writing on one stamps, but you know, whatever the previous owner did with their stamps is their business. Another map of British Guiana. This case just showing a northern South America. This one looks mint with a hinge remnant. Again, a nice crisp stamp. Again, it matches this series that we're working through here. So we have a 1, 2, and an 8 so far, I believe. Yeah, I don't have any others. Oh, you know, and another one of them here. So I'll move that one to there. And another map stamp, and it matches that one. So I'll stack those. Unfortunately, the second one here is a little dingy, missing a corner. Oh, what's this little red one going to be? Fantastic. Postage and revenue. Boy, I think this is going to be a ship stamp. It's really hard to see. It looks like there's some, it looks like red paper with some black ink and some violet ink. I don't know if it's this red because of staining from an envelope or whether it was intended to be that red. I think it's a little much to be staining, but it is an odd combination. We'll have to look that one up. It's very hard to see, and I don't think it's just a colorblind issue. British Guiana, another king and ship, 2 cent. Here's one I don't think we've seen yet. Alluvial gold mining, interesting topic. Which series does this match? I'd say probably the series here, but I'm not sure. And let's see, the 2 here. We've seen that before. And I think another copy of that alluvial gold mining. And now we're down to a few of the ship stamps, a ship and king here. So a 2 cent in a purple or lavender maybe. I joke sometimes that some guys only see the simple 8 color box in the crayons, the 8 colors of crayon, as opposed to the 64 color box, if you will. Looks like another both combination revenue and pen cancel, or pencil cancel in this case. And lastly, a wonderful, nice little, nicely canceled, although it fades off. But that's okay. 1 cent ship. And it's so nice, I'm going to stack it below the other one. In fact, it is brighter, the paper's cleaner, showing less age or contamination. Nice to see them so bright. I mean, there were some really nice bright stamps. I mean, look again at that the 8 cent blue and white. Wonderful. The 6 cent here is crisp white paper. Sometimes you forget how white paper can be. So a fabulous lot here. Looking forward to adding these to what I'm sure is a modest British Guiana collection that I have, but growing all the time, as is the other countries. So thanks for watching, and up next out of these, and I'm going to pull down another bag here. Up next is British Honduras, so British Guiana to British Honduras. Again, I may slip some other topics in here, but as far as the Goodwill lots go, this should be my next Goodwill lot, also from bag 4 of Goodwill. Thanks for watching.